right, welcome.
I disagree. I disagree already. My bad.
That's fucking hilarious, man. Welcome to You Reaching or You Teaching. My name is Derek.
I'm your boy Aaron.
And pretty much with this show, it will be a bi-weekly show. Subject to change in the future depending on, where it goes. But it's pretty much an extension of the Unfiltered Brothers as well as the Woke podcast. And be sure to follow this on Instagram as well as Facebook, Reaching or Teaching, for more content. But pretty much we may have guests in the future. We may not come on and talk hoops with us. And I know for me personally, I know just being a coach, Aaron helped me coach in the past as well. Just having a love for the game and just wanted to give back to the community. We may spotlight local sports here in the 434, but we'll see how that goes in the future, man. But Aaron, man, how you been?
I'm good, bro. I'm good. Just want to let y'all know we didn't plan this.
We did not plan this at all, man. Oh yeah, let's go ahead and put that out there now. We are Lakers fans.
Yep.
We are Lakers fans, so some of our tastes may be biased, but I try to keep it strictly ball. I know I got some shit to say about Anthony Davis when we get to it. But,
Me too. Me too.
But you just throw that out there that we are Lakers fans. So if anything that we say sounds like it's biased, it's because it is. And I don't care what you say about it.
And I'm not a Laker fan because of LeBron. I was there in the dark ages with Jordan Farmar and Steve Blake. Robert Sakar, all of them.
Yeah, like I was, I pretty much picked up got on the Laker trend because my dad was a Lakers fan. I didn't really know the players at the time, but just watching him watch ball growing up, I was like, shit, I might as well just be a Lakers fan. And then I got on the Kobe train and everything like that. Shout out to the GOAT. You know what I'm saying? Got him on the shirt. But how we feeling? How we feeling today, man? You ready to talk? To talk these sports, man?
I've been waiting for this because Lord, it's like everything that we said we was gonna talk about. I'm just we gotta hit that. We gotta hit that, especially like the awards. I'm ready for that part too.
Facts. But before we get too much into everything, I think we mentioned this on social media, but it is NBA season. WNBA season just ended. Shout out to the Las Vegas Aces. They just went back-to-back champions.
Yep.
Wilson got the MVP for this year, so shout out to them. She got a wish too. I see her. She was they was at the Usher concert having a great ass time, man. But
for real.
This is not nothing concerning basketball, but I did want to ask the question, right?
Oh God.
Would you take your girl front row to an Usher concert?
Nah.
Thank you.
Nah.
Look, I ain't gonna cap. Yeah, we're not going. If we go, we got to sit in the back.
Way in the back.
I'm too insecure. I'm insecure about that. You know what I'm saying? And it's not because I care about another dude taking my girl. It's Usher we talking about here.
Yeah, same thing.
I sang this man's song. I sang the song. He started singing to my girl. I might sing along with him. You know what I'm saying? So, I can't. You know what I'm saying? I can't hate on Usher. He's singing to my girl. So yeah, we're not doing that. But yeah, shout out to the Aces. I do want to give a shout out to Big Cuzzo Talik. Man, he got the head coaching position at Prince Edward for varsity basketball. Shout out to him. I expect some great things from him.
Congratulations.
Just pretty much changing the culture of the team from the past few years, and just getting the team back on the right track where it's supposed to be, man. So shout out to Talik for that accomplishment, man. I know great things coming. I know Monty definitely proud of you because man. We're all proud of you for real, man. Yep. And I'm there whenever, I'm saying, whatever you need help with. Just let us know, and when we got you, man.
Absolutely. Best of luck this season. Best of luck.
Sir. Yes, sir. But before we get into the NBA, any other things that have been happening in the sports world that you want to touch on real quick?
I would say I was catching up on Gilbert Arenas' show today, and they were talking about the culture of AAU basketball. and how it differs here versus like overseas. He said, because overseas they don't go high school, college, pro. It goes high school, pro. Versus here, it's like we got high school mixed in with AAU, and then you can go to either the G League or college, and then go to the NBA. So I just thought that was like an interesting conversation because I do think that AAU has changed from about just building your talent to stacking your talent, because it's like, you got people like Carlos Boozer's boys, Cooper Flag, they're in AAU just,
man, that
like
Cooper,
he's nice. He's nice.
He might be an issue.
I think he's going to Duke. I think he's going to commit there, but it's just, I do get what they were saying, how the culture has changed in AAU from it being basically building your skills to just highlights.
I get that. Question for you is, when were you like originally introduced to like AAU, like that side of basketball?
I was introduced to it, I would say 10th grade.
Okay.
So I was a little late versus other people.
See, but I asked that because that was the same with me. I didn't know anything about AAU until probably like before the start of my senior year.
Mm-hmm.
So it's probably around, a little bit around the same time. You were a couple years behind me, but I remember the scouting come to one of our games. Well, not a game, one of our practices.
Mm-hmm.
And he just he just watched the team practice. But of course, he was just mainly looking for like I guess like sophomore, junior age people. So he didn't really he didn't choose me at the time, like me and some other seniors that was playing at the time.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, he was looking for like Monty, Volante, Malik, people of that nature, man. But yeah, I didn't know anything about AAU at the time, so I think it's good to see that it's more promoted now.
Yeah,
because for us growing up and where we grew up, it was just going to the camps that was around, and the camps that our coach told us to go to, not stepping outside of the school system and participating with other people from other counties and everything like that. So I think people that do participate in AAU got a slightly more advantage of kids that really don't play AAU. But it's all how you like approach it.
Yeah,
if I feel like.
I agree.
Yeah. Let's see what we got going on, man. So NBA season is here. First week just passed. Some of the games. So opening night, we could touch on that for a few. So opening night, we had our Los Angeles Lakers versus the 2023 NBA champions, Denver Nuggets. Final score: Lakers 107, Denver Nuggets 119. Did you watch that game?
Unfortunately.
How did you feel about that game?
Can we start with this?
What we want to start off?
Anthony Davis. What in the hell was that? No points in the second half?
No,
zero? Like Stephen A. Zero?
One rebound in the first half or something like that?
Yeah. It's like, I heard this from, it was also from Gilbert Arenas. He said that Anthony Davis isn't inconsistent. He is consistent. He's consistently does this. Because it's like,
that's right.
You'll look at one game, he'll do this 17-9, shot terribly. Then he'll go 30-12, shot great. And it'll flip flop through there. So it's just as, not even just as a Laker fan, but as a basketball fan, it's like, dang, is this just him? Because if this is, I don't like that.
I feel like it is. Because, like, man, the thing about Anthony Davis is, like, when you argue about him just being a top player, it's like skill set wise, and if he played to his full potential, you can't argue that he's top 5, top 7 player.
I think top 10 in the league.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Especially when he played to his full potential. But it's like, man, when you start playing against, I feel like you and maybe Joel or Giannis, maybe out of y'all three, y'all supposed to be the ones that can. I ain't gonna say stop Joker, but at least contain him a little bit.
Yeah.
Don't let him make you look like you a fucking JV player when you playing against him. Like, it don't make no fucking sense. It's like when you start playing them, you just lose this. You just forget how to fucking play basketball. The first half, honestly, the first half, you were aggressive.
Yeah.
Aggressive, getting your points and everything like that. I think you could have did a better job on the boards, keeping Joker off the boards.
Yeah.
But it's like, bro, he was getting anything that he wanted. He was getting anything that he wanted. Then the second half came, you just disappeared.
Yep.
Like, it really falls on if Lakers are going to win this year. It always comes back to AD.
Yep. And that's why I don't think he should be the 5. I don't think so either. I never liked him there. He doesn't even want to play the position. So this is why I think that they should have kept Dwight Howard.
I agree.
Because if you look back in the bubble, Dwight Howard was mostly guarding Jokers. Because like Dwight Howard ain't prime Dwight Howard no more, but he's still physical. He's still athletic. So now AD isn't so drained on the offensive end for trying to contain Joker. And then vice versa. He's giving so much on offense, now he's exhausted on defense. Yeah. So Dwight Howard, JaVale McGee, rotating them in and out with AD kept him fresh so he can still get you about 2 blocks, 20-something points, and like 11 rebounds. We're missing that other 5. And it's like, yeah, we got Jackson Hayes, we got Christian Wood. But it's just, that is the biggest thing about this whole lineup is AD shouldn't be being the 5, in my opinion. And we just see how it works out.
Yeah.
So
I agree. Do you like the additions to the team this offseason?
Yes and no. I've always wanted Cam Reddish to come to the Lakers, so I'm glad we got him. Are
you a Duke? You're a Duke?
I'm a UNC fan.
Oh, you're a UNC.
But right. I respect certain players from Duke. Gotcha. I'll still talk shit about Duke. But sorry. But I would like Cam Reddish. I thought he was better than Zion and RJ Barrett when they was all on Duke.
You thought he was the best?
I thought he was better than both of them, for real. Because like he's a 6'8" 2 guard who can also play the 3.
Okay.
Like he's versatile, decent defender, good athlete. It's just he's been in situations where he hasn't gotten a chance.
Gotcha. So, I agree with that part.
So I liked him. I liked us getting Christian Wood. I think that Dallas underutilized him, and Jason Kidd is at fault for that.
Yeah, I thought I was I did see some fans that approved of that pickup. I liked it. I thought it was a good pickup for us. But then there was some fans that were just like, nah, he's not the one. But I think we can utilize him well.
I think we can. Same thing with like Torian Prince. I like that signing. I like that he's on the roster. But the only one I wasn't crazy about was Gabe Vincent. Okay. I think that the playoff performance piqued like his interest in other people. Mm-hmm. But I personally would not have signed him. I would have still tried to keep Dennis Schroeder.
Yeah, on the defensive end especially.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would have kept Dennis Schroeder, especially because he can now fill in for D'Lo for those nights where he's wishy-washy, and that's another part of the Lakers starting lineup that's an issue.
I was surprised we even gave him anything. Like why would we keep him? Like I don't know. Like no disrespect to D'Lo. But all the disrespect at the same time. Like when he was first with us, he was okay.
Yeah.
He wasn't the best. He didn't really live up to the hype. But when he went to Brooklyn, I feel like that's where he played his best basketball.
Same.
Was in Brooklyn.
Mm-hmm.
But then after that, it's just like, man, what have you been doing? It was one play during that game where it was like a 4-on-1.
Yeah.
He was leading it. And he took the ball out to the 3-point line. Passed it, got it back, shot it, missed it. Bro, what are we doing?
And I'm in a group chat with some of my boys from undergrad. And after one is a Heat fan, I'm the Laker fan, the other one's a Warriors fan. And after the first games, me and my boy Polo, shout out Polo, we was both not happy. And our boy Tim was like, "Yo, fellas, this was the first game." I said, "No, it's only the first game, in my opinion, for teams who can't contend.
Right.
Like, it's just the first game for Houston. It's just the first game for Orlando. It's just the first game for Charlotte, the Pacers, the Raptors. It's not just the first game for the Lakers, the Nuggets, the Bucks, Philly. Teams that can contend or have a chance to. Game one is important. I don't care what nobody say."
Yeah, I was going to ask that question too. Like, how do you look at that when people say it's too early in the season, or like that, at least like the first 5 to 10 games, it's too early to judge these teams based off of that, because they're just getting back into the swing of things.
Mm-hmm.
Me personally, I agree a little bit, but majority of it is my opinion. It's like, no, these are professional athletes, so you expect them to show up soon as their job starts.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, especially these are athletes that's been playing. It's not like all rookies is on the floor.
Yep.
These are pretty much, you can consider them veterans.
Yep.
People that's played more than 3-4 years in the NBA. You can consider them veterans on the team. So it's like, no, it's not just the first game, man. It's no. If my thing is, it's like, especially when you're playing against a team like the Nuggets, AD talked all that shit.
Yep.
Beginning of the season, and you went out there and did that. Denver was ready to play.
They was ready.
Why wasn't we ready to play? And Joker overseas just having beer, going to horse races.
Yeah, with them horse races.
And he literally said in the post interview, when pretty much they asked like what was his routine throughout the summer, he was like, "Yeah, I was in the gym I was lifting weights every day. I can't say that I was on the court every single day. You know what I'm saying? You have a motherfucker say that like that, then come and drop a triple double on you. Like, what the fuck do you?"
That's when I would have walked out, like, as a reporter. I was just like, all right, he got it. Like, there's nothing else here. Because now I need to go to AD, hearing that from Jokic. Well, he wasn't even on the court, and he dominated you, so what were you doing?
That's what I'm saying.
But,
and like,
Lord
do you agree with Devin Ham when he was like, he want AD to shoot, what he said, 6 threes in a game?
Darvin Ham, I think, is still experimenting with this team, especially now since a nice chunk of it is a new roster. I think that him wanting AD to shoot more isn't terrible, but it's not the smartest thing.
It's not.
I don't want him to shoot 6 threes a game. I'm cool with like 3.
Yeah.
Like, take 3. Be like conservative. Like, if it's just a game where you got it, you got it.
Yeah.
But in those 3 shots, if you're 1 for 3, yeah, let's calm down right now. But if you're like 2 for 3, okay, cool. If you get another opportunity, take it. Yeah. But I would max him, like, take at least 3 threes a game. Yeah. That's what I would have did. Let's cut that in half. But I just think that Darvin Ham is really trying to find how this team works together. I think it also doesn't help that Vanderbilt is out right now. And he's a good defensive player. He's a good rebounder. So integrating that back into the system, I think would be good since he's a little familiar with it. But I just think that we saw a lot in the first 2 games of the Lakers and even like the Nuggets too. But to what you were saying about giving it 5-10 games, I think to take from Shannon Sharp's book, he said, you know who a team is by Christmas. I agree with that.
I agree.
By Christmas, yeah, we know who these people are for the most part.
Cause that's like, I don't know, was it last year or the year before that when the Jazz started off hot? Like it was number 1 in the West for a couple weeks.
Yep.
And they didn't even make the playoffs.
Nope.
Cause after that first, maybe like 15 games or so, you just start seeing like a decline in them. Yeah. But that's another thing too about people saying, it's just the first, like, pretty much to your point. When you are a contender, no, it's not just the first game. It's not just early in the season. As a contender, we expect you to play at a high level every single night. Granted, all your shots may not go in, but that's why I appreciate people like, Russell Westbrook that goes out and give 100% effort, no matter how it looked to us. Nope. No matter how it looked to us, no matter how bad it looked on the stat sheet.
Yep.
That motherfucker can go out there and give 110% every single time.
Yep. He'll be 8 for 17, 0 4 from 3, but he got 15, 11, and 11, and they won.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and then like when I see athletes, like my thing is it just feel like high school shit when I see like professional athletes, you know, cry about calls, you know, have a bad quarter or something like that, and just fucking just give up.
Yeah.
Especially, you know, after you miss a shot, they be like, "Fuck, don't even run back on defense." And then the person that score on a fast break is the person that you're supposed to be guarding on defense.
Yep. And then now everybody looking at you looking at everybody, and then now we got getting punched in the face.
Like, it never made sense to me, man.
Oh boy. But my overall thoughts, like, that game, just, it told a lot about both teams.
Yeah.
It told a lot about both teams.
Yep. But just let's stick on the Laker train. We'll jump around a little bit. How we feel about the second game against the Suns. You watched that game?
Yep. And I'll say the same point. We saw a lot about the Lakers then too. Cause we only won by 2 points.
Yeah.
And the Suns didn't have Bradley Beal or Devin Booker. That's not good to me. I was talking to one of my boys yesterday. I said that wasn't a good win. And he agreed with me. He said, but, you know, is it just the fact that those two didn't play? I said, yes and no. I think it is part that, hey, the other two of the big three of their team in Phoenix did not play. So if they did, I think we would have lost.
We would have.
And then I look at what happened on our side. The main reason we won, Anthony Davis had a really good game.
Mm-hmm.
LeBron had a really good game. But the other reasons why the game was so close, we didn't play defense too well, and we weren't taking good shots. And I hate this about D'Lo, is to try to get into a rhythm, he gonna drive and just throw that bitch up, or he gonna try to shoot. D'Lo just tries to do something to get into the game.
Yeah.
And it's like, D'Lo, maybe just trying to score isn't what's going to do it. Maybe pass
you
the
just
ball.
Be the facilitator.
Be the facilitator.
And that's all I look for D'Lo to do. I look for you just to be the facilitator.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. Like, you're not, honestly, you've never been, even during those tough years, mm-hmm. I never looked at him as, you know, you have to be the main scorer. Cause even then I was looking at, Ingram.
Yep.
When he was on the team, Kuzma, because Kuzma started off hot on the rookie year. You know
yeah,
what I'm
he
saying?
did.
First 2 years. I just looked at D'Lo as to be the person, like, you know, this is where you go. You're the point guard. Like, you're the point guard. This is where you need to go. You're supposed to be seeing everything, the defensive schemes that they have on the floor. And you know, attack that. You know what I'm saying? Then, did you see the, clip? You see the, LeBron clip where he was, pretty much telling D'Lo, "Hey, I'm gonna be on the elbow.
Yep.
I'll give it to me here. I see everything."
Yep.
D'Lo got it. D'Lo like, "Nah, I got it." He shot that thing, whoop, and like that, man. I ain't going back, but
oh, God.
It was like LeBron was like, yeah, you know, I could play point. You can have Austin Reeves in there, you can have Prince in there, the 2 or 3, you know what I'm saying?
But you know what's funny?
There's some length, you know what I'm saying?
It's like when LeBron be petty, it's funny. Cause he was frustrated, like, you know, I got it, right?
Yeah. Like, you know who I am, right?
But I think that D'Lo needs to get, hey, you averaging like 13 and 8, like with 8 assists for this team, will do a lot of good. Do a lot of good. That 13 points is enough.
Yep.
You don't need to go try to get 22, 24. Like, we don't need you for that. But
what you think about
God.
What's his name? I think Parsons, who was Chandler Parsons.
Chandler Parsons.
I think he said pretty much he don't see Austin Reeves elevating more past to where he's at now.
I'm gonna agree, bro. I'm not sold on Austin Reeves. I think that he's a good hustle player. I think that he does always give effort. I don't think he ever cheats the game.
Yeah.
I just don't think that he's a starter. I don't. I think that he's a solid rotation piece off the bench.
Off the bench, yeah.
Yes. Like, this is why I wish we would have kept Alex Caruso. It wouldn't have hurt to just give him that extra few million. I'm just saying. But he He will be great off the bench for the Lakers. And I would personally want to start Rui. But they're not going to start Rui because Rui can give you like 18 off the bench.
Off the bench. And we need that.
And you need that.
Depth. Yeah. I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. Just from what I've seen. Because last year he wasn't starting, right?
He didn't start
last year, correct?
He didn't start the whole season. But then they threw him in there towards the playoffs. Because it was mostly Lonnie Walker who was playing.
Right. Yeah, just from what I've seen, like, he can give you, like I think like what we were saying about D-Lo, I only need to see Reeves give us like a good consistent 15 per game.
Yeah.
Good 15, 20, between 15, 20 per game.
I'd say about 15 per game is good. 16 at the most for me.
But he's another one though. He's going to be probably the main one hustling.
Yeah.
On the floor.
Yeah.
Like, especially I think, I don't want to get my games mixed up, but I think it was the first game. And yeah, it had to be the first game because I was like, why the fuck 80 ain't on the boards? And like, it was a shot went up. You got Reeves coming from the perimeter, crashing the boards. Balls almost damn near going out of bounds, and he's still running over there, got it, jumping over the the bench.
That's who he is.
You know what I'm saying? Like we need those types of players, but we also we want to see that not only in the younger players, but AD, you just 30.
Yeah, you're not that old.
You're just 30. Like, come on, AD. Like, we need to see that type of energy from, especially on the defensive end, we needed to see that type of energy from all 5 people that's on that. So, you know, I like Reeves for that aspect of the game, but I don't see him, like you're saying, becoming a star player.
Yeah.
In the league.
Yeah, I don't see him as a star. Yeah. He may make an all-star team.
I don't even see that, honestly. Because, yeah, because I don't see that because he still got, man, you got Ant still coming up. You got Ant.
Devin Booker is still young.
Devin Booker is still young. Luka is still young. Ja Morant, you know what I'm saying? He get his shit together, stay consistent, you know, in the league. You still got Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah.
Like, you got a lot of, unless motherfuckers, you know, because they say they're going back to the East versus West All-Star this year.
I hope so.
Unless people decide to be traded to the East, I don't see Austin. Yeah. I don't ever see Austin Reeves in the All-Star game. Maybe All-Star weekend, maybe.
Like in the skills challenge?
One of the skills challenge, but I don't see Austin Reeves in the All-Star game.
You know, we need to do an All-Star weekend episode too.
We could do that.
Yeah,
we could do that. I'm with it. But I didn't watch the full Lakers Suns game. I came back in probably fourth quarter, started watching that game, and KD is KD. Yep. KD is still KD. You know what I'm saying, man? Like, you can't deny who he is as a person.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I ain't gonna say as a person, as a player. That man is great.
Yeah.
It's amazing how easy it is for him to score. Like, I understand you fucking 7 feet, but like, he don't have to do all the fancy shit.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying? To create space, or, you know what I'm saying, to get a shot off, man. He just I think that just comes with the experience of the game. You just knowing how to get to the spots in the most simple way without wasting energy.
And you know what's crazy is because Draymond said this about KD. He said he works out at game speed.
Yeah.
So it doesn't feel unfamiliar to him.
Mm-hmm.
And I realistically think
like Kobe, though.
That is like Kobe.
That's like Kobe. It's like Kobe.
And I think that's good for KD because now when he in the game. Like, I've been done this. And that's what helps him be such an effortless scorer. Because it's like, I was asked one day, who do I think could break Kobe's record of 81 or maybe, hell, even reach 100? I said KD. I said, bro, look at the game, 2019, the game he came back from that injury, which fucked him up more. I said he had 12 points.
You talking about the finals?
Yeah. I'm like, bro,
I said the same thing.
He had 12 points and 4 shots in less than 4 minutes.
I said the same thing. I said the Raptors was lucky. 80 wasn't 80%.
Yeah, KD was 80%.
If KD was 80% that game, they would have lost. He
Yep.
came out that joint sparking,
Yep.
easy, but
effortlessly.
But you know that could be another topic another day. Just the safety of the players. Yeah, we'll get into that too, like another episode, like just the safety of the players and load management, because they they got a new rule of that this year too. But yeah, if KD was 80% against 75,
yeah,
they would have lost.
They would have lost.
They would have lost. Nobody was stopping KD, man.
Nope.
But I didn't know what's his name? The center they just picked up, Nurkic.
Mm-hmm.
He played. What was who did they play opening night?
Opening night they played the Warriors,
right?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't think he did a great job on the boards.
He did. I think that he's always been a good rebounder.
Yeah.
But I think he's in a system now that's just different.
Yeah.
Sometimes you need that change, and I think that's what helped him.
Yeah. So I think that was good. I didn't have really an opinion of it before the season, just based on what he did with other teams. But now just looking at who they got, how they play together, I think that's a good pickup.
Yeah.
KD don't necessarily have to be on the boards as much.
Mm-hmm.
Even though your 7-foot ass should be, but you don't have to now. Yeah. So I think, and I do think, just looking at the team with the Suns, I think they do have more depth now.
They do. I think
that's good for them.
I think that between the Lakers, the Suns, and the Bucks, the Suns probably have arguably the best, but they have one of the best off seasons.
Yeah.
The only question was who will run the point. But
Devin Booker.
But Devin Booker has been doing a good job of it. So it's like, okay, cool. Yep. But they got good role players, got good effort guys. They filled in those gaps. Like the Japanese brother, I can't pronounce his name, Watanabe, Yui Watanabe, something like that.
I know you're talking about, but I can't pronounce it either.
Knockdown shooter. He gives effort as well. You still got of course, you got Frank Vogel now, and I think that he can work with that team because one, he's worked with superstars before.
Yeah.
But he's also a very defensive-minded coach. So instilling that defense into an offensive dominant team is going to probably work out for them, especially when you just got guys who want to give effort.
I agree. Just moving into some other games. Kind of mentioned already, the Suns did beat the Warriors opening night, 108. 104. Devin Booker went off that game.
Mm-hmm.
Like
a lot of people went off the whole first week.
Devin Booker went off that game. Let's see what else. Wednesday night we had Celtics, Knicks, another 108-104 game.
Mm-hmm.
I thought Quickly gave good minutes. I'm not sure if you watched this game, but I thought Quickly.
I watched the highlights of this game.
He gave good minutes off the bench. Like I think he had 20 plus that game. Gave some productive minutes. KP, I call him KP, Porzingis.
Oh, Porzingis, yeah. Unicorn.
Damn. Yeah. Like yeah. The Celtics definitely gonna be another contender again this year. I like the pickups in Drew Holiday. Definitely a good replacement for Smart.
Mm-hmm.
Because we look at both of them as defensive players, but I think we do respect Holiday more as a point guard than we do Marcus Smart.
Same.
So I thought that was a good pickup for the Celtics, and then Porzingis. The comment like Charles now they've been talking about it, but when you have him as your third option, maybe who else is on the team? Or you can look at him the third option or the fourth option. That's dangerous.
It is. It's just my only concern about Boston, not being a Laker fan. My concern about Boston is health, because Porzingis is known for being very injury prone. Al Horford's older.
Mm-hmm.
Robert Williams is coming off of surgery.
They got rid of him.
That was the other Williams.
Yeah,
that was Grant Williams.
Yes.
Yeah, no, they got rid of Robert Williams. Damn, never got rid of
both of them. So they got they that was involved in the trade.
Yeah, my bad.
So he's with the Blazers. Rim, the other Grant,
he's in Dallas.
Dallas. Yeah, so those are two. What they got rid of those: the Williams, Smart, Malcolm.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure what team he went to.
I don't know what Brighton is.
Haven't really heard any noise about him. So they did get rid of like 4.
Yeah, they still got
key role players that for them.
They still got Evan Fournier.
Yeah.
It's my concern. Well, besides the health, it's just I don't think that this team is going to make it as far as what we think. And I'm not being a Laker fan by saying that. Just because it's like if you look in the playoffs, Jason Tatum's a turnover machine. Porzingis, he does okay in the playoffs the few times like he's been there, but health is the biggest concern. Jaylen Brown sometimes isn't the best decision maker. I think the only consistent person right now for that team is Drew.
Okay.
But I'm not sold on them. Again, outside of being a Laker fan, I'm just not sold on them really contending because I feel like they gave up a lot of depth to try to win now. And I think that's what's going to help is picking up Drew Holiday. That was good for them.
Right.
But I don't think that that's going to be enough. If Tatum goes into playoffs, he can give you 30, but he also can give you like 5 turnovers.
But what if, would your opinion change if, I'm not saying, because he's not really a defensive player, but if Porzingis gives you at least 2 to 3 blocks a game, be able to be that, that rim protector. Would that change your opinion on it?
I agree with that. Okay. If Porzingis can give me about two blocks a game, still give you like 20 and 10, 20 and 11. Al Horford contributes like 10 and 8.
Yeah.
9 and 9. And Tatum keeps turnovers down and they shoot consistently, then my opinion will change.
Yeah. Because now thinking about it, their offense is interesting.
Yeah.
Because if you have Al, Porzingis, Brown, Tatum, Drew in, who the fuck is in the post on the offense? Even though it's like that's like Warriors type offense when they go small ball, it can spread you can spread the floor, but only person that's probably good in like a one-on-one situation is Tatum.
Yeah. I also say Drew too.
Drew, yeah.
I also say Drew too.
Yeah. Drew is smart with his shot selections.
Yeah.
I agree with that. Like he's smart. He's not the one that's going to do all the crazy shots. He's going to at least get in, at least mid range. As a stronger, he's not the tallest, but as a stronger guard, he'll try to post you up, get a little bit closer to the rim, get a shot off.
Yep.
But yeah, that offense is going to be spreaded, but I don't know. It's going to be interesting.
I
like to see, but I think it'll work in some cases, but other times it's like when y'all are having an off game, y'all need second chance points. Like who's going to be on the offensive boards and stuff like that. So I think that will Robert Williams coming in play and stuff like that. So if Porzingis can fulfill that position for the Celtics, I see them going back to at least the Eastern Conference Finals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can say that.
Yep. But let's see, we're making some good time. We're making good time.
Oh yeah.
How we feel about? Let's see where I want to go with. Let's go to Dame.
Oh, good.
Let's go to Dame.
They winning. Chip.
Thursday night they played the 76ers. It was a close game.
It was.
Before we get into that, how we feel about the James Harden situation?
Having conversations about this, it's either one or two things are gonna happen. They're gonna trade him or they're gonna sit him. And it's like if you sit him, you're costing the season. But if you trade him, you gave him what he wanted. And in your position like this, you don't want to give that player what they want because of how he's been acting. Versus like Dame's been loyal. Dame has expressed interest in going to other teams, but he ain't been on the social media saying the Trailblazers some ass.
Yeah.
I never played for them. It was just like,
he said it in front of some kids.
No,
he's
Daryl
a liar.
Morey is a liar.
Like, come on, man. Yeah, hard and wild for that.
So, and it's also like, if you do trade him, who you trading him for? Because who Philly wants, Clippers aren't going to give up. They want Terrence Mann. They're not going to give up Terrence Mann.
Yeah.
So if you trade Russ, are Russ and Embiid going to work together? I doubt that. I highly doubt that.
I don't think so. And they had, even though we might look at Russ, look at Russ in a different spot. Like, I don't know if because I know when he was on Lakers, him and Bev kind of squashed that beef that they had and, you know, worked together. I'm not sure how they are off court, but I do know Russ and Embiid had their times. Had their times in the past too. And I don't know. I need y'all to stop disrespecting Russ, man.
Same.
Stop trying to pit Russ in these trade conversations. Now, Russ can be viable to your team if you use him correctly.
But and you know, I was watching a YouTube sports show. They was talking about that, and I was agreeing with the people who saying that is disrespectful to Russ, and on the other side, it was like, no, it's not disrespectful for critiquing his game. It's like, you can critique his game without coming for him. A lot of people who critique Russ come for him. Like, I don't mind Skip Bayless.
Yeah.
Like, but I hate when he critiques Russell Westbrook, because it's not, this is what happened during the game. It's, he's the worst point guard, hands-on point guard ever. Like, his IQ is trash. It's like, well, damn, can you talk about the game for a second?
Russ made a good point. He was like, because the reporter was asking him stuff, and pretty much was like, how people want you to get back to the old Russ. And Russ put in perspective. He was like, man, you got to understand, me going back to the old Russ, even though I feel like he can. Yeah. Me going back to old Russ is what he's pretty much a triple-double. Yep. Pretty much a triple-double. And only one other person done that. But I've done it 4 times. I've done it 4 times. You know what I'm saying? So you're expecting me to go out there and get a triple-double every night. Yeah. But what if I just get, 20 points, 9 rebounds, 6 assists? Yep. That's not a productive point guard?
or even like, what if he gets you 10, 12, and 15?
Come on now.
And you win. They gonna complain about that too.
Yeah, so Russ, like, that's why that's why I respect people who put him in like the top point guard conversations. Yeah. Like, he set the bar so high for people. Whereas like, even if a little drop is still considered to maybe, if the averages that Russ had, I'm not sure if it's average, I'll look up and have it next time, but if the averages that he had last year was given to somebody like Drew Holiday, he probably would have been a point guard. I mean, he would have been an all-star. Yep, absolutely. Or considered for like most improved or something like that. You know what I'm saying? He would have got an award for something. Bro. So we have to sit back and put stuff into perspective, be like, you know, Russ ain't doing this and that, but man, he's still giving you productive minutes on the court on both sides of the ball. So we have to consider that too.
And, you know, with bringing this all like back together, I was telling one of my boys, I said, the only way you can trade him and this works, throw in a third team.
I think you have to.
You got to, because I would throw in Miami. I sent his ass to Miami. That way you can go play with Jimmy, but I'm getting back picks and a few role players, and then we give the Clippers somebody, like fucking or whoever. Like, I think the only trade that could work is if a third team joins, but if not, they're gonna do him with Ben Simmons. They did Ben Simmons. They're gonna sit you, and fine you.
Yeah. So and that's another thing too. I don't see, for that reason, that's one of the main reasons I don't see 76ers going far again in the playoffs, because they just got too much stuff going on, and the process has been going on for the longest time. Yep. And now I'm questioning is, you know, I don't care if he got MVP last year. Is he part of the problem? I think is Embiid probably the problem?
Joel's health is the biggest part of the problem. I think that he still does execute well. Like, even he'll play. I don't think Joel gets enough credit for how many times he plays through injuries. He does play through injuries, so he does good at that. But I think also personally, I don't think Joel is a people person. I don't think he fuck with people. Like, you don't really hear him being like friends with somebody or cool with somebody or working with somebody. You mostly hear about he got beef with people or he don't like people. Cause it's like, it got to the point like with Ben Simmons, it went from that's none of my business to, you know what, fuck him. And it's like, okay, yeah, you're allowed to be upset, but even in certain situations, you just give off that you don't really like your team. Like, not even just as a team, like as people, but as a team.
Right.
So it's like the only person he really has given high praise to is Jimmy Butler. So it's like, personally, I think Joel is done in the next year or two. He's leaving.
Yeah.
But
I see talks about Knicks package.
Yeah, I've seen that too. But I just think that Philly's cooked. This isn't going to be a good season for them. And Joel can average 40. It's still not going to be a great season for them.
I don't think so either. But Dame, baby, how was that?
Wonderful. Scary.
But I said, I think I probably mentioned that to you when we was talking. Just I did mention to you when I was just like, I don't think people understand how that duo can be really deadly for the NBA. You know what I'm saying? God. And people like was bashing, and I get it too. I probably wouldn't say it. People was bashing Giannis when he was like, "That's it. This is Dame's team now." I wouldn't say that, but he might be up there. You know what I'm saying? Like Dame, we've seen Dame. It was in a bubble, I think, when he made it to the Western Conference Final.
Yep.
So we've seen Dame lead a team. Of course, we probably can discuss this next time. But it was a clip, Stephen A. and Michael Wilburn.
Yeah.
When he was like, he wouldn't pit Dame above Jimmy Butler. And I kind of, I don't agree, but I get his point because Jimmy Butler has led Miami to the finals twice.
Yeah.
Like not just the Western Conference Finals, Eastern Conference Finals. He led them to the finals. He didn't win, but he did lead them to the finals.
It's a good conversation.
So it's a good conversation to have. But man, what Dame can do on the court is undeniable.
Look,
it's undeniable.
I think that because Giannis is my favorite player in the league. You know, I put this stuff out there now, so they know. Giannis is great. And I think that adding Dame, he recognizes who Dame is, and that's why he made that comment. It's just like, that's also a good sign of leadership, is you know how to delegate your role. It's like, okay, if I'm starting a business and I'm great at talking to people, but I'm not great at numbers, and I bring in someone who's great at numbers, okay, that's them.
That's you. Yep.
Thank you. If you got anything to do with numbers, boom.
Because you got Dame now. He's gonna be your closer.
He's your closer. He's the best player on the court. But Giannis is still the best two-way player out there. So
coming down the stretch, the ball's gonna be in Dame's hand.
Yeah,
because he already proved he can be a clutch player. And we already know he's a better shooter. He's a better free throw shooter than Giannis is.
Late game free throw shooter too.
Late game. But of course, no disrespect to Middleton, but you're not putting the ball in Middleton's hands. You know what I'm saying? No. When it comes down to late fourth quarter situations, man, he proved like 39 first for his debut.
Yeah, it's the most in a debut for a team, and the most in Bucks history for a debut.
Like that's And it's just gonna get better.
It's gonna get better.
It's gonna get better.
And they did a good job of getting other pieces to this team. I still think that they should have got DeMarcus Cousins back because he did good when he was on his small contract with them. He gave him a good 15 and 6. But you got Robin Lopez back coming off the bench with Bobby Portis. Arguably, he could have been 6th man of the year last year. You still got the brother that looked like Pharrell. Good athlete, good shooter. You got Pat Connaughton off the bench, really good knockdown shooter, and you got Cameron Payne running that offense. Your bench is good, and then we look at your starting lineup of Beasley, Dame, Middleton, Giannis, and Brook Lopez. They're fine.
Yeah.
Like, they're going to have games where it's not a good shooting night.
Right.
They turn the ball over, just like every other team. But they're going to be fine. And I don't think that was even their best game.
No.
Like, that
No.
wasn't even their best game as a team. Because Middleton had 16, but he didn't shoot well.
At all.
Brook Lopez defended well, but he didn't score as much. Same thing with the other role players. But it's like, yo, catch this team on a hot night.
Like, because one, you have, all right, so we know what Dame can do, but then you have a 2-time MVP in Giannis. And we know when he put his head down, it's over.
It's over.
Like, when Giannis starts dominating, like, even Shaq gave him that step. It's like, man, he's a dominant player. So when he gets to going, now your game plan is to, all right, do we double team him?
Mm-hmm.
All right, like, what is the defensive schemes that we're gonna do on him? But now, hey, I'm gonna still get mines off, but hey, you gonna send a double team? I got a lethal shooter.
But
right here.
And Giannis said that. He was like, are you gonna double me or are you gonna leave Dame open?
Like, which one? Which one you want to do? Which person you want to have the hot hand in this game?
Do you want the bulldozer who got decent post moves and can finish around the rim to get hot, or do you want the lethal shooter to get hot?
And then people wanted to do I'm not comparing, but people wanted to do the Kobe Shaq comparison when you talk about James Harden and Embiid. But nigga, this duo,
this is closer.
Duo here
is closer.
definitely closer to that. I'm not saying it's near that.
No,
but when you start putting a list together,
it's like Kobe. They're
gonna be,
and I'll put Dame
and Giannis right above.
Embiid or Harden.
Like, man, this is scary.
It
but
is.
I'm looking forward to watching them play more as the season go along, because I just know, man, I don't know. I like the additions of different teams, and I forgot just the different coaching changes that's been happening in the league too. And I was like, damn, because they got a new coach too. The Bucks.
Yep.
A black coach.
Frank Vogel.
with the Suns.
Monty Williams is in Detroit.
What dude from there was a coach, Nick Nurse.
Nick Nurse is in Philly.
So it's like
Doc Rivers ain't got no job.
We talking about the game now. Yep. So it's a lot of changes in that. I like it.
But my only concern for the Bucks is the coach, because it was like a clip of him pulling Giannis out the game. I was like, nah,
I'm going back in.
Like, I'm not saying
don't be another Steve Nash.
Yes. Don't let the players have total control.
Yeah.
But you can't be too much of an authoritative figure. Like, if Giannis is on a roll and every time someone is coming to the paint, he's either blocked it or disrupt the shot, keep him out there.
Right.
But if it's a time where it's like, hey, Giannis, we got a whole another quarter to play. I know it's kind of close right now. I'm just going to pull you out, put Bobby in, fill you in, and then you can get rolling after you get some rest. I think that those are those decisions where they have to come eye to eye. And Giannis is a reasonable person, but I think the coach also wants to prove that he can coach. So they just need to have that on board together.
Cool. All right, so let's just touch on this real quick. How we feel about Victor? I can't pronounce his name. Wembanyama. How we feel about the first 2 games? What we seen? I told you I'm gonna give him 5 games.
I'm still gonna give him 10. I'm gonna give him 10. I think he did good. I give him a solid B+. Mm-hmm. The game against the Rockets, I knew he was gonna have a good game. Their first game, I knew it was gonna be how it went, because it's your first game.
And he was in foul trouble.
Yeah,
a lot that game too. So
yeah.
I feel like if he wasn't in foul trouble, I feel like Mavs was in trouble. Yeah. Honestly.
Yeah.
And he still, I don't know. I feel like I want to say he can't have that effect when cause you remember when Zion was hurt, he finally came back. I think it might have been against the Spurs.
Yeah.
That first he came in the fourth quarter. They was limiting his minutes because of his injury and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
but he knocked down like 3-4 threes.
Yep.
Got them back in the game, and stuff of that nature. I feel like Victor can have the same effect for the Spurs. What I've seen from the first, of course they play the Rockets, but okay. But the game against the Mavs, I was like, this is a decent team.
Yeah,
this is a decent team. I think Pop is Pop.
Yeah,
one of the greatest coaches ever in the NBA. So I think Pop will. This is one of my hot takes. We'll get to that later on too. I feel like Pop can at least get the Spurs in the play-in game.
Yes, I was about to say, and they will at least be the 10th seed.
Yeah,
and go against an 8th seed and put up a good game.
Yeah, I said Pop will at least get them in the 9th or 10th seed.
Yep,
in the West.
I agree with that completely.
Even though they're like a young team, but I'm even because I want my Virginia brother Johnson.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. I want him to have a great year. And then what's his name? Devin Vessel.
Yeah.
He shocked me last year a little bit. I didn't know. I wasn't familiar with his game, but I was like, okay, you're a decent player, bro. I think he'll improve this year too.
Yeah. It's crazy. My senior year, along with Keldon's sister, was a freshman. Man, I should be like, damn. I went to the game.
Well, it's funny because I played his brother. I played Keldon's brother. His older brother when he was in Parkview. Man, that boy. They was the only team that could in our district. They was the only team that could compete with
Prince Edward,
Brunswick.
Oh, Brunswick.
Yeah, because I was in that year where they won 3 years straight.
Got you.
And we had to play these niggas 2 times.
Good God.
In the season, but yeah. So I like what I see from the Spurs. I told you at the beginning before the season started, I just need to see 5 games from them just to see what the hype is really about.
Yeah, I'm
starting to see it a little bit, but I'm gonna still wait. You know what I'm saying, for a couple more games. I do feel like we need to. I don't know. This get a little stronger. A little stronger because he's gonna be. If you got 5 fouls in the Mavs game. Imagine what you're going to do when you play
the Bucks.
When you play against the 76ers, when you play against Joker. And not even Joker. Aaron Gordon might get you in foul trouble.
Just his athleticism.
You know what I'm saying? So, but I see some good stuff from Victor, man. And, I don't want to be a hater just yet. So,
no.
You know what I'm saying?
I was talking to my mom and my sister the other day because she asked me what I think about him. I said, I'm not on the side where he's going to be LeBron, like greatest prospect ever type stuff, but I'm not hating on him. I'm in the middle where I've seen some of the things he can do, so let me see what else he can.
Right. Yeah, like I told you, I just want to see how his international play from all the crazy highlights we've seen there, how that skill set will transition to the NBA when it's more, even though I think they said international ball is like less calls and stuff, and you can get away with certain stuff that you can in the NBA. But these are grown ass men over here.
Yep.
And shit, Zion might put you on the poster when you when you play him next.
That's true.
But yeah, any more takes from the past week from the games that that you watched?
I would say these 2 things. I think the Bulls are going to have a okay season. I think that either Levine or DeMar will be traded within the next year. But they're going to have an okay season this year. And I also think that Detroit going to be fine. I think Detroit's going to be fine.
I'm going to mention somebody from that later on when we get to one of the segments. But yeah, I agree too.
Yeah, so I'm going to leave right there.
I agree too.
I think Detroit's going to be fine.
All right, so man, yeah, we're going to move into just predictions for the upcoming games this week. We are recording this Sunday. What the day is? October 29th.
Yep.
We're recording the 29th. So these are predictions for the games this week. All right, so tonight we got our team. Once again, Lakers.
Yep.
So I'm going to do anything Lakers.
Who we playing?
So Lakers versus the Kings.
Oh, we winning.
You got them winning?
We winning, but it's not going to be a big win because I don't doubt the Kings. I think that they're a good team. I say the score is somewhat similar to when we played Phoenix. We're
Okay.
gonna win. We're gonna win within 10 points. I think De'Aaron Fox gonna have a good game. Sabonis gonna have a good game. I think AD gonna play good tonight. I think he'll give us about 23 tonight. 23 and like 12.
Okay.
LeBron's gonna probably get 28, maybe 30 because Harrison Barnes can't guard him.
Facts.
Realistically, Harrison Barnes can't guard him. And I also think that D'Lo is gonna have a better second half than the first half.
Okay, I agree. Yeah, I got the Lakers winning too. Tomorrow we're playing again. Home game against the Orlando Magics. I think that's an easy W.
Yeah, easy dub. No, nothing else. We got that one.
Easy W. Tuesday national games we got the Knicks and Cavs.
Give me the Cavs. Give me the Cavs. Give me a 25, 27-point game from D. Mitch and 17 and 11 from Mobley.
And we're gonna keep track of this stuff too.
Oh yeah,
we'll keep track and see who got the better choices and everything like that. I'm gonna go Cavs. Then we have Spurs and Suns.
Mm-hmm.
Suns.
Yeah, Suns.
Suns of that. But then the last game for Tuesday is Magic Clippers.
Ooh, I'm gonna be honest. I think that game gonna be more even than what we think.
I think so too.
I'm gonna say the Magic. I'm gonna go with the upset. I'm gonna say the Magic, but they're gonna win by only a few points.
I'm gonna go with the favorite. I'm gonna go Clippers still.
Okay.
I'm gonna go Clippers still. Wednesday, ESPN, we have Clippers Lakers.
Damn. I'm actually gonna give it to the Clippers on that one. I think after playing those back-to-backs, I think AD is going to be what he will always be, but he's going to be the key factor in these next two games. So those two games are going to depend on the Clippers game.
But the Clippers is back-to-back too, so
that's true too. Dang.
Yeah.
I'm still gonna go with the upset.
Okay.
I'm gonna say the Clippers.
I'm gonna go upset too.
Okay.
Only because
Kawhi always plays good against the Lakers, though.
I'm gonna say Russ.
Russ, fair too.
I'm gonna say Russ. Just I'm just keep it there.
Okay. I'm with you.
Russ.
I'm with you.
Last game for Wednesday we got Pelicans Thunder. Well, not last game, but nationally televised.
Pelicans and Thunder.
Yep.
Give me the Thunder for that one.
I got the Thunder there.
Give me the Thunder for that one.
Shea been balling.
Shea been doing good.
Let's see what else. Thursday, we got Raptors 76ers.
Ooh, give me the Raptors.
I'm gonna go to Sixers for that one.
Okay.
And then we just got Spurs and Suns again Thursday.
I'm gonna say Suns again.
Okay.
I'm gonna say Suns.
I'll say Suns too. Especially because I think of course Booker would be back.
Yeah, and
Bill. I won't go into Friday, but Friday starts the in-season tournament.
That bullshit.
November 3rd. I won't go into those.
The way
did you see Adam Silver just explaining that on NBA TV?
He did a lot of talking, but it didn't make sense. I'm just saying.
It really don't. I don't know. I guess we need to see it play out over the years and see what difference it makes. He's saying it was already games that was already in the season, so it's not like you add only one game. If you win the championship, that's the only extra game that's added. But I don't know if it'll make it more competitive or what.
It's just useless.
It makes no sense to me.
It's like there's nothing to win for other than just to win. If you were to get something like, okay, we're guaranteed one of the top 5 picks of this, regardless of if we have no picks this draft, we got like 80 of them like the Thunder.
Mm-hmm.
Like we get 1 through 5. Guaranteed. That, yeah, I'm playing my ass off for that. Everyone gets some extra incentives in their contract. Everyone get an extra $200,000. I'll play for that.
This is
But
more money. Yeah, this is more money for the NBA.
that's just more money for the NBA.
That's all it is. More money for the NBA. But so yeah, those are our predictions for this week. When we come back next episode, we'll see, where where our record at for that.
Yeah.
Let's get into the predictions for awards for
Ooh.
the season, man. So one of the awards I wanted to talk about. Let's just start off with the Rookie of the Year. What's your prediction for that one?
Easy, Ben Simmons. I'm going for his 8th Rookie of the Year.
You already know what it is.
Rookie of the Year. I'm going to say Brandon Miller. I'm actually going to say Brandon Miller.
Okay.
Because he had a shaky preseason, but so far in the regular season, he's been doing good. I'm going to say Brandon Miller.
Okay. I like it. It was up in the air. I still don't know which one I'm gonna go with. It was up in the air. I wanted to go with the favorite, Victor.
Mm-hmm.
But then I was like, you know what? The guy, I think his name, how do you pronounce it?
Chet Holmgren
from Thunder. I was like, I don't know. He might be a problem. He might be very valuable for the Thunder this season as well. So, and then I think he had 7 blocks last game.
Did you hear the theory about Chet from last year? Because I like conspiracy theories. One of the because I like the ones in the NBA. One of the theories was that basically he did get hurt in that game with LeBron, but it was just a sprained ankle. It wasn't as bad as they said it was, but they told him to sit the whole season so they could get a higher pick. That was one of the theories.
I like the theory. Yeah. Because I didn't, when it was replaying it back, when they were replaying the injury back, I was like, I don't know.
But I say that don't look that bad.
It don't look that bad, but I hate, we can't really judge it and everything. But just to pick someone, I'm gonna go with the favorite. I'm gonna go Victor.
Okay.
I'm gonna go Victor. So cool. You got Brandon, I'm gonna go Victor. Oh yeah, this is a good one. Most improved.
We was debating about this shit like a week ago.
I had one before the season.
You go first.
I had one before the season, but then I was like, I switched it after the first week.
You go first.
But I had a couple, but the one that moved to my top list is Cam Thomas.
Okay.
Brooklyn Nets.
Cam Thomas.
And BA representative, you already know.
Where he from?
757.
Oh, wow. I didn't even know that.
Yep.
I don't know why I'm thinking his ass from like Compton or something.
I'm gonna let you think some more. But the guy when you mentioned the Pistons earlier, Jalen, what's like Duran?
Yeah, Jalen Duran.
Duran.
Baby Dwight Howard.
He was. I didn't. Of course, it's a Pistons, so I didn't watch the games. I watched the highlights, but I was like, he been snapping. like
bro, he was
not regular double doubles here. Like 17 boys, 16 boys, like
21 to 19.
Like he's been that person for them,
bro. Like there was reasons he got compared to Dwight Howard when he was at Memphis, bro. Like I'm gonna say Cade Cunningham for most improved player.
Okay,
I'm going Cade Cunningham.
Okay.
Because I was debating. This is who I was debating because we were talking about the Pistons. Me and my boys all think it's coming from that team, but both of them said Jalen Duran, and I was like, "Nah, I'm probably gonna give it to Cade." Like,
yeah, and he's coming back from a injury, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so I see that. Defensive Player of the Year,
Joe. Joe gonna get Defensive Player of the Year. You know. You already know. You can't stop that man. You can't stop that man.
You're stupid.
I'm gonna go Mikal Bridges.
Okay.
Yeah, I think Mikal Bridges.
I'm gonna put a battery in his back. I'm gonna go AD.
AD? Okay.
I'm gonna go AD.
Fair enough.
He's been wanting to do it. He's been wanting to get Defensive Player of the Year over the past couple of years.
Okay.
I think this year will be the year that he gets it. All right, so All right, this is a little different. So I want top MVP, but give me your top three.
My top three for MVP: Luka, Joker again, and I'm gonna say I want to say Giannis, but maybe that's my Giannis bias. But actually, that man plays on MVP level. So I'm gonna say Luka, Jokic, and shit. I say Giannis. Fuck it.
Mine is similar. I got Luka at 1, Joker at 2. I'm gonna put Steph at 3.
Steph at 3 for MVP.
I'm gonna put Steph at 3.
He's gonna be in the conversation.
I just feel like one of the Warriors getting up there in age, but but with that championship DNA, you can't count them out ever.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, even though the addition would, and that was another thing too. Like the addition of Chris Paul, I wasn't sure about it at the start.
Liked it. I liked
the start because I was like, Steph is like the way the Warriors play. It's faster ball. There's more ball movement. But I was like, CP3 is going to slow him down. So why not just, if you are picking CP3 up, move him to the second unit.
Yep.
Let him run with the second unit. But then after seeing the first game, I was like, I don't know. See, he can still get up and down the court like everybody else.
He was playing good.
So I was like, okay, this might be a better pickup. And we haven't seen, I don't think he'll be a big factor, but coming off the bench, we still haven't seen Rudy Gay yet.
Yeah.
But yeah, I got Steph at 3, and yep. So top 3, since I know we're biased. Top 3 teams for NBA champion:
Bucks, Nuggets, Suns. In that order.
Okay. So I'm Lakers is my top 3 because I'm biased.
Oh, really? They're like 5 for me on our list. And I hate to say it,
but honestly, I had Bucks, then Celtics, and then Lakers.
Okay.
It ain't gonna change. This is my prediction now.
Okay.
This is my prediction now.
Okay.
So Bucks, Celtics, Lakers.
Okay.
You know, of course, the Suns is still is definitely a contender, and you can't throw the Nuggets out. But this is my picks.
Okay, fair enough.
These are my picks.
Fair enough.
All right. So lastly, I gave you one earlier.
Oh, Coach of the Year. I'm going with Frank Vogel, actually.
That's a good one. I might. You stupid.
I hate it.
You stupid.
I hate it.
Frank is good. Damn, that's a good one.
They waiting there.
They is. The anticipation is crazy.
I think it's just good choices this year from a lot of people.
It is a lot of good choices. I'm gonna say the same.
Okay.
I'm gonna say the same.
Okay.
Just based on like he pretty much what you were explaining earlier in the show. Just he's already been in position to coach superstars and everything like that, and we already said one of the disadvantages from the Suns was they don't play defense.
Yeah.
With a defensive minded coach.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully that can improve the team over the years, over the season. So I agree. And this one is just any other like bold predictions of the season. So I already did one. I said Spurs will make the play in.
I agree with that.
Either 9th or 10th seed.
I agree with that.
Another one of mine was this is really bold. But I like what I've seen from him last season.
Mm-hmm.
I like what I've seen from him in the off season.
Oh boy.
For FIBA.
Mm-hmm.
Anthony Edwards will make an All NBA team.
I agree with that. I think he'll make All NBA second.
Second, okay.
All NBA second.
I got him. Yeah, I got him second and third.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see him. I wouldn't put him in first unless he, just turns up later on in the season. But I definitely got him second and third.
This is mine. I got three. I'm gonna say the third one last is the biggest. The first one is I think that the Nets will be a 5th seed. They'll be a top 5 seed in the East. Okay. They will be higher than Philly. They'll be higher than the Bulls. They'll be higher than a nice chunk of those teams. The only teams better than them are, I would say, the Bucks, Celtics. I'll put the Heat. No, not the Heat. Bucks, Celtics. Actually, no, I'm going to stop right there. They're a top 5 team in the East, and I think they're going to do good in the playoffs. The Nets.
Okay. You got them going out the first round?
In 6 games.
Okay.
It depends. If they're the 5th, that means they play in the 4th seed. Mm-hmm. If the 4th seed is someone like Boston, okay, I give them 6 games. If the 4th seed is someone like Atlanta, nah, I'm going Brooklyn. So Brooklyn, that's going to be a 5th seed. My second one is that, which call? Now I'm losing my train of thought. Damn it. Anthony Edwards will be NBA Finals MVP, not NBA Finals, NBA All-Star Week MVP.
Okay.
All-Star Game MVP. And the last one, Luka will be the second unanimous MVP.
Unanimous.
The second unanimous MVP this season will be Luka Doncic.
Woo.
That's very strong. I'm just putting it out there. That's very strong.
I like it. I like it though.
I do have one more though, but it's not as strong as that one.
What is it?
Oh, the Kings are going to the Western Conference Finals.
That's still heavy. That's still heavy. That's still heavy when you talk about Denver and the Suns. Especially those top 2. And then you got the Lakers at top 3.
The sweet spot for them is to be the 5th seed. Because if you play the 4th, and let's say the 4th is like the Warriors.
So do you think the Lakers' chance of making the Western Conference Finals again is if we're a lower seed or where do you think we'll make an easier road?
We need to be between the 3rd and the 6th seed.
Okay. I agree. Cool. So those are predictions for the season. We're going to take note of this.
Also, LeBron's not going to make an All-NBA team. I'm just joking. I
don't know.
I'm just joking.
It's still LeBron, but
yeah.
People Shea looked like he picking off where he left off.
Yep.
And you got more people coming on board.
That's true.
So yeah, not the last thing, but the second to last thing, ESPN put out the NBA rankings at the beginning of the season. The top 10 teams were, so number 1, Denver. Mm-hmm. Number 2, Milwaukee Bucks. Number 3, Boston Celtics. Number 4, Phoenix Suns. 5 was Los Angeles Lakers. 6, Golden State Warriors. 7, New York Knicks. 8, Philadelphia 76ers. 9, Cleveland Cavaliers. And then 10, Miami Heat. We don't really got to go far into discussion, but do you agree with that ranking?
Nope.
What would you change about it?
I'm taking Miami out of it.
Who would you put down?
I'm taking Miami out of 10, and I'll put Atlanta.
Just based off last year?
Based off last year, based off of some of the moves they made. I think I would rather have Atlanta at that 10. If not Atlanta, I'll put where was Dallas?
Dallas wasn't on there.
Then I'll put Dallas on there. I'll put that. I'll put Dallas on there. Then I'll take Miami off.
Cool. I think if this was just based off of last year, I would agree with it.
Okay, that's fair.
I would agree with it. Knicks is always up in the air because it's the Knicks.
Yes, it's just the Knicks. It's just the Knicks.
It's just the Knicks. So if I did change something about it, I probably would have had Knicks lower than what they are on the list. But I think having them in the top 10 is cool just based off of
last
them.
Year.
Yeah, just based off last year and them actually, winning a fucking series.
Right.
And then making the second round and everything like that. So I agree with it, but if I did have to change something, the Knicks would be lower.
Okay.
And then lastly, they ranked the top 10 players in the NBA. Number 1, Giannis. 2, Joker. 3, Embiid. 4, Luka. 5, Steph. 6, Tatum. 7, Kevin Durant. 8, Shea. 9, LeBron. And 10, AD.
Put Luka over Embiid. I would have Shea over Tatum, and I would have Bron over Tatum too.
So you agree that's the top 10? You agree?
I agree
everybody should
be
in the top 10, but the order is
yes.
Okay.
I agree that's the top 10, but I would change the order.
All right, cool. All right, so based off of last year again, going into this season, 80 is not in there. 80 is not in my top 10. So my number 1 would be Joker. Number 2 would be Giannis.
Okay.
3, Embiid. 4, Steph. 5, KD. 6, Luka.
Okay.
7, Tatum. 8, LeBron. 9, Devin Booker.
Okay.
And 10, Shea.
Okay, so that's for this season.
Yeah, my ranking going into this season.
Okay. So what I just did was last season's, right? I'm just making sure.
That was the ranking. The ESPN did the ranking for this year.
Oh, I thought it was last year. My bad.
Yeah, but I believe it's based off of their performances from last year.
Okay,
but that's ESPN's ranking for going into this season. Top 10, and then 80 wasn't in my top 10.
Yeah, if we're going off of last year, that's cool. We starting this year, 80's not my top 10 either. Give me Giannis, Joker, Luka, Embiid, KD, Bron, Shea, Tatum. I'll take Jimmy. And for a 10th one, De'Aaron. Give me De'Aaron 5s. I like underrated. Actually, nah, Drew Holiday.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's good too. And like, I don't want to. We do it a lot, but I did ask that question before, with Jimmy Butler, and I'm not going to elaborate on it because of time. But yeah, he can be in top 10.
Yeah,
but he's personally not in mine. But just based off of his. He has to be in top 10 just based off, not even based off his skill set though. Would be arguably in top 10 based off of just his will, his drive, his determination, his competitiveness, and those are the intangible things. Cause you can't deny when you talk about just leaders, you can't deny he's not one of them. Like a top leader in the NBA when you talk about teams.
Right.
He led his team from the play-in.
Yep.
To the NBA.
They were
finals.
really the 10th seed.
He don't even supposed to be there. And so it's like when you give that man an opportunity, you let that man in the playoffs.
Yep.
That's what happens to you. So it's like damn. But I agree. So those are our predictions for the season. Those are our predictions for the awards. Our top 10 lists and everything like that. Give us y'all lists. Give us y'all bold predictions for the season. Give us feedback on the games and everything like that. Let us know if there's any like hot topics going on. There were what we got? We got 5 minutes. All right. Quick question.
What's up?
So I did want to add the show is called You Reaching and You Teaching, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I did want to add a segment at the end of the show. I just thought of it before you got over here because I remember seeing the clip of Club Shay Shay, Rich Paul. I wanted to add a segment at the end, self-titled Reaching or Teaching.
Right.
Is Rich Paul reaching or teaching when he said you have to put him in the same shooting category, just shooting, not basketball. When you just talking about shooting, you have to put him in the same category as Steph, Dame, and Clay. Is he reaching or what?
I'm gonna leave it like this. That nigga reaching.
That nigga fouled out. That nigga fouled out. Because when you think, like, we can all say we can shoot.
Yeah.
Anybody can shoot in the open gym.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? It's more that goes into being a professional shooter. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying you can't go 7'10" when you just in the gym by yourself, going through the rotation. But when you got a hand in front of you, when you got to work through the defense, just how quick your release is, it's so much that goes into shooting that makes Steph the greatest of all time. That has, in my opinion, not just based on stats, Dame is right behind him.
Yeah, he is.
I feel like it.
He is. He also shoots the best from the longest distance in the league.
I'm about to say you got to talk about range too. You hop out, Rich Paul. You step out to the half court line and you start shooting. And let's see, let's see where your shot is at. You know what I'm saying? So you can't say you are in the same category as these people.
Yep.
I like your confidence. You might be a hooper.
Oh yeah.
But you can't say you are in the same category as Steph, Dame, and Clay.
No, I disagree.
Clay don't have the range like those two.
No.
But when Clay is hot, I'd rather have the ball in Clay hands than Steph.
Same.
Most times.
Same.
Especially in the playoffs.
Same. But so, yeah, he reaching.
He reaching like a bug.
He reaching.
But yeah, that's any closing thoughts on the first week?
Good first week. I think it was a good first week. Saw a lot of good basketball, things to fix, things to work on. But it was a good first week.
Yep, I agree. Good week. I'm glad basketball is back. Like I said, support the show, follow us on social media. And we're gonna stay on this side because we don't need any like type of Taylor Swift fans.
Yeah.
Coming over to the NBA.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? We don't do that over here.
Nope.
We got Jack.
Yep.
Jack just minding his goddamn business on the sideline. You got Spike in New York.
Yep.
Even though my man Cam and May said Spike got to get out. They said Spike got to lead the guard, man. He said, yeah, Spike, New York Knicks haven't won since Spike been on the sideline. So that's another thing. But yeah, we don't need any type of those for fans. But this is the first episode. You know what I'm saying? We just get into things. But let us know how we did. Give us your feedback. And we be back 2 weeks.
All right, now.